It is week 2 of social distancing, and my life has been thrown upside down. I went from rehearsing nonstop since January to pump out this musical that I was really excited about doing. And it was over in a blink of an eye. We found out the night of our first, our opening show, that was our only performance, and we had 3-4 performances to do. We had done our high school performance, and we had done a performance, a free performance for seniors in the area to come and see that day. And then the decision was made that night that all activities would be canceled until further notice, and that over the weekend the school board would be meeting to decide whether or not we would be having school. As we all know, the school board and then the state decided it wasn't safe for us to go to school anymore. So I've just kind of been at home with my family, and I have not been home, like I said, since January. The only time I was home was maybe an hour to half an hour before going to rehearsal, and then to sleep. The rest of my day was spent at school. I knew things were getting bad, but I never expected things to get this bad. So while I've been home, my family and I have decided that we want to do projects around the house. It was originally just going to be a 2-week project to get us through the boredom, but this has been extended to 4 weeks now, and who knows what'll happen after that. So, the project that we took up was doing my room. I've had my room the way it was for maybe, 3-4 years now, and my room's in the basement, so it gets cold and it gets dirty because it's a highly traveled area, because my room isn't a private bedroom with the door that closes off into its own little corner. People can walk in and out of my room whenever, because sometimes they have to go get something from the other side of the basement. So it tracks in a lot of dirt, and it gets stuff stored in here, and I throw stuff in here to get it out of the way. And so we decided that we would repaint and rearrange and go through everything in my room. So far, in the first 2 weeks, I've already repainted, and we've mostly rearranged it to where everything needs to be. Now we started the process of going through everything that I own, and we've made quite a sizable dent. We've gotten rid of maybe 3-4 trash bags of stuff that we have to go through and decide, what are we donating, what are we trying to sell, what are we just gonna trash because it's not worth selling or it's broken. We decided we would start with my room because this whole social distancing thing has been stressing me out a lot. I have really bad anxiety issues, and when I found out that I would be stuck in my house for who knows how long, I got really worried. So some of the things I've been doing to keep myself occupied are, I've been playing my instruments, because I play guitar, ukulele, and bass. I've also been picking up my viola a little bit more. I've been singing a lot. You lit up my life. This is what it's like to be lovers. You and me, you'd never be. I've also been trying to make myself healthier. Not just physically. Yes, I've been exercising, which I never do. So let's see how long that lasts. I've been exercising every once in a while. I've been trying to eat a bit healthier instead of eating all the junk that's just being provided, because we had to stock up on food, so we stocked up on junkier food, I guess. So I've been eating that stuff, but I've recently been trying to eat healthier, eating fruit and vegetables and things that are fresh. But I've also been trying to be mentally healthy. I've been journaling on an app called Reflectily, and I've been writing my experiences and everything going on. I used to journal a while ago, actually writing out what I wanted to say, and I would be doing that, but I just felt those ideas weren't my own and they weren't private, because whoever opened the journal would be able to read all my deepest, darkest thoughts and everything going on in my life. So I decided this app, because you can add a password to it and whatever, that it was probably the best decision for me, because I can type in whatever I need to, talk about what I want, go back through and edit it and delete stuff that I don't want in there anymore, and it's just really nice. I've been learning Gaelic kind of to compete with my dad. We're Irish, we're Scottish, so we thought it was funny to learn some Gaelic and make it into a competition to see who can learn it the fastest and who can learn the most. He hasn't really been keeping up with it, and we started that like competition bet a little while ago, but I kind of like forgot about it through the musical season. But I decided now would probably be a good time to get back into it, because I have so much time home and I have so much time free. I've been kind of worried about doing schoolwork, because yeah, I am fortunate to have 2 laptops. One of them is a school provided laptop that just isn't the best. It does what it's supposed to do most of the time. I mean, nothing really works perfectly on it. I went to tech support a lot in high school because things just weren't running smoothly. My family has been kind of stressed about everything going on. My dad works at a college, and they already have a kid down there with the virus, and so everyone on campus like really early was like told to leave. And my mom worked in an elementary school, and she was like contracted from an outside source, so she's not getting paid for this time off. So it's been kind of like stressful for the family financially, but also we have my 3-year-old sister, and I love her to bits, but she can be a bit much because she doesn't understand what's going on. So to keep her occupied, we've kind of been having her run around in the yard, but it's been raining the past couple of days, so she's been stuck inside and she's been getting really rammy. She comes and wakes me up every morning, which is really nice, except for mornings like today when what she decided to do was jump on me to wake me up, and it didn't end well for her. But like that's what my family's been doing. We decided to stock up pretty early on food, because we kind of had an idea of what was coming. Like my dad was director of health and safety at his college, so he kind of knew a lot more that was going on than like the average person knew. So we went out and we got food, and we got like soaps and like cleaning supplies pretty early on, and we weren't like crazy stockpiling, because we were like, well, it's like we'll be out of school or work for a couple weeks and then we'll go back. And then as things kind of got worse and worse, we've been like going and getting more, but we were never the crazy people who were stocking up on toilet paper and getting into fights in stores. I think that this will have several lasting effects, not only just with me, but for a lot of people. Schools are gonna have to play a lot of catch up. I don't have to take my Keystone exams this year, but I don't know what that means for next year. They may have been thrown out for this year, and that means I'm behind on 2 because I have to take my bio and my English. So I don't know if that means that I'm gonna have to retake those classes for next year, or if I just have to not do them. There's gonna be a lot of academic changes in the coming years. For me, I know that it's gonna be a lot of catch up at tech. It's catching up with Photoshop because my computer can't handle it. And I know at my home school, I'm gonna have to do a lot more with English. Like I struggle with English and math, and I've kind of been like putting those off. Like I haven't been working on those as hard. So I know like when I go back, it's gonna be really hard, and like doing this like distance learning is gonna be really hard on a lot of us, and we're all gonna have to learn how to take schooling from being in an in-person situation where you can go to your teacher and you can ask them for help, or they can give you extra material to help you get through it, to now everything's online and you have no one to go to in person, and the people that you do have in person are your family, and they don't always know what's going on. So I think that's going to be a little stressful. And then economically, things are going to go bad. The government is going to have to give us all these relief checks to get through this for families that are out of work, that are laid off. And our economy is going to have to get that back somehow. There's probably going to be a lot of taxation. We might see a repeat of what happened during the 1920s. This is not going to end soon. I hope it does, but the chances of it ending soon are very slim, and I just want to see things end nicely. So that's all I have to say about this whole coronation thing. So don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see how I do with updating this. So thank you for watching. Bye.